Welcome. If this is your first time here, let me tell you something. This isn't just another motivational video. This is where we strip away excuses, smash through limits, and wake up the part of you that's been sleeping for way too long. You've got something inside you, something powerful, but the world has a way of burying it. People tell you to slow down, to be realistic, to take it easy. And bit by bit, you start believing them. Not here, not today. This is about unlocking your true beast mentality, that unstoppable mindset where no fear, no doubt, no setback can hold you down. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't wait for motivation, doesn't wait for permission, and doesn't wait for the perfect moment. Here we fight. Here we rise. Here we beast up and take what's ours. Let me make this clear from the start. Being a beast isn't about muscles, tattoos, or screaming in the gym. It's not about looking tough or acting wild. It's not about flexing for social media or pretending you're working hard while you're really coasting. No, true beast mentality is a mindset. It's the quiet, unshakable decision deep inside your chest that says, I'm not stopping until I get what I came for. It's waking up before the alarm because your purpose yanks you out of bed. It's staying up late when the world is sleeping because your dream refuses to let you rest. It's saying no to comfort, no to excuses, no to anything that slows you down. A beast doesn't need to feel motivated every day because discipline runs the show. A beast doesn't wait for perfect timing because they make their own timing. A beast doesn't crumble when life gets heavy because they were built for the weight. And here's the raw truth. Most people don't have this mentality. They talk big, they post quotes, they say, I'm gonna make it. But the moment it gets hard, they vanish. The moment it takes longer than expected, they quit. The moment someone tells them, you can't, they believe it. That's the difference. A beast hears you can't and smiles, because deep down, they already know, I will. Beast mentality means you train your mind to push when it wants to stop. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop asking, do I feel like it today? You do it because it needs to be done. You push because the goal is bigger than your feelings. It's not glamorous. It's not always Instagram-worthy. It's sweat. It's late nights. It's early mornings. It's sacrificing the short-term pleasure for the long-term win. And let me tell you something. If you've ever had a moment where you were dead tired but still showed up, where you were broken but still moved forward, where you felt like quitting but didn't, in that moment you were a beast. You might not see it yet, but it's already in you. The beast mentality isn't about being born special. It's about refusing to be average. It's about refusing to be another name in the crowd, another face in the background, another person who almost made it but didn't. It's about looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I will not waste my shot. I will not let this dream die. I will not stop until I'm proud. And you've got to understand something. This mentality changes everything. It changes how you walk, how you talk, how you carry yourself. It changes what you expect from yourself and how you deal with failure. Because when you've got that beast inside you, failure doesn't scare you. It fuels you. You don't see obstacles as problems. You see them as training. You don't care if people doubt you, laugh at you, or ignore you, because you're not here for their approval. You're here to dominate your lane. Now let me be real with you. This mentality comes with a cost. You will lose people. You will lose comfort. You will lose the easy life that most people settle for. But in exchange, you gain something far greater. You gain freedom. You gain respect, not from others first, but from yourself. You gain the kind of confidence that can't be faked because you earned it. When you move like a beast, you stop chasing opportunities. They start chasing you. When you move like a beast, you stop wondering if you can win. You start wondering how big you can win. When you move like a beast, you stop being the hunted, and you become the hunter. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Everybody says they want success until they see what it costs. But the beast pays in full and tips extra. Because we don't just want it, we're willing to bleed for it. That's what separates you from the rest. That's what makes people look at you differently. That's what makes your story worth telling. So don't you dare water yourself down to make other people comfortable. Don't you dare shrink your dream to fit inside someone else's idea of realistic. Don't you dare let their doubt kill your fight. You were built for this. And the day you decide to live like it, to move like it, to think like it, is the day your life changes forever. That's what true beast mentality means. Listen, that beast inside you, it's not gone, it's not broken, it's not lost. It's in there, waiting for you to stop playing small, waiting for you to stop making excuses, waiting for you to flip the switch. And let's get something straight. You're not born with the beast turned on. Nobody is. The world trains you to be soft, to be safe, to settle. They feed you comfort and call it happiness. They tell you to stay in your lane, to not want too much, to be realistic. But deep down, you know that's not you. Deep down, you've always felt that pull to do more, to be more, to take your shot. That pull, that's your beast. Now, how do you turn it on? You stop waiting for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. You stop waiting until you feel ready because you'll never feel ready. You stop waiting for someone to give you permission because no one is coming to save you. The beast wakes up the moment you decide that enough is enough. The moment you're sick of your own excuses. The moment you're tired of watching other people live the life you want. The moment you decide you're done wishing and you're ready to start working. It's not about hype. It's not about motivation videos. It's about commitment. Real, unshakable commitment. The kind where you make a promise to yourself and you keep it, no matter what. That means when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and every part of your body says stay in bed, you get up anyway. That means when your friends are out partying but you've got work to do, you stay focused. That means when you've been grinding for months and you still haven't seen results, you keep going. Because you're not here for quick wins, you're here for the big one. Here's the thing. The beast doesn't just come alive in the big moments. It comes alive in the small ones. In the moments nobody sees. In the extra rep when you're already tired. In the late-night study session when you could be sleeping. In the phone call you don't want to make, but you know you have to. Those little decisions, they are the fuel. Every time you choose the harder path, the beast gets stronger. Every time you ignore the voice that says quit, the beast gets louder. Every time you do what you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it, you're building something unbreakable. But here's the brutal truth. The beast doesn't live in excuses. It doesn't live in comfort. It doesn't live in waiting for someone to hand you your dream. You want to turn it on? Start moving. Even if you don't know the whole plan yet. Even if you're scared. Even if you don't feel ready. Because momentum kills fear. Action kills doubt. Progress kills excuses. Let me put it like this. You're a car. Right now, you're sitting in park. You're looking at the road ahead, dreaming about where you want to go. But dreaming doesn't move the car. You've got to turn the key. You've got to hit the gas. That first push, it's not going to be easy. Your brain will scream, "Stay here, it's safer." But the moment you start moving, something shifts. You feel it. You remember who you are. You remember what you're capable of. And the more you push, the faster you go. The faster you go, the more unstoppable you feel. And that right there, that's when the beast is fully awake. But here's something people forget. Once you turn it on, you have to keep feeding it. You can't work hard for 2 days and expect it to stay alive. You have to feed it every single day. Feed it with discipline. Feed it with challenge. Feed it with consistency. Feed it with the truth that this is your shot and you're not wasting it. The beast is not a mood. It's not a wave of hype. It's a lifestyle. And once you live like that, you start to see what most people never will, that nothing can stop you but you. So here's the real secret.
So now you've got the beast turned on. That switch is flipped, the fire's lit, and you feel like you could run through a wall. But here's where most people mess up. They get hyped for a day, maybe a week, then slide right back into old habits. That's not beast mentality. Beast mentality isn't a burst of energy, it's a way of life. If you want to live like a beast every single day, you have to stop letting life happen to you and start taking control. And that starts the moment you open your eyes in the morning. When you wake up, you're not just waking up to another day, you're waking up to another chance to prove yourself, another chance to outwork, outlast, and outshine the version of you from yesterday. Living like a beast is about showing up before the world is ready for you. It's about building a routine so strong that discipline becomes your autopilot. When the average person is still scrolling on their phone, you've already knocked out your morning workout. When they're snoozing that alarm, you're already halfway through your first task. But here's the catch. It's not just about grinding all day until you collapse. Living like a beast is about precision, focus, intent. You're not swinging wildly at life. You're striking with purpose. Think of it like this. A beast in the wild doesn't waste energy chasing every little thing that moves. It stalks, it waits, it studies. Then, when the moment is right, it strikes with everything it's got. That's how you need to approach your goals. You've got to cut out the noise. That means saying no more often. No to the pointless hangouts. No to the endless scrolling. No to the things that feel good now but cost you later. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your mission, you're saying yes to the beast. And that beast, it thrives on discipline. Living like a beast means you stop chasing comfort. Comfort is where dreams go to die. You weren't built to just get by. You weren't built to stay warm and cozy while your potential rots away. If you want the beast alive in you, you've got to be willing to get uncomfortable. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Push your body until it shakes. Push your mind until it's screaming to quit. Push your limits until they break, and then push past the new ones. Here's the thing most people won't tell you. The beast isn't always roaring. Some days it's quiet. Some days you'll wake up and not feel like doing anything. Those are the days that matter most. Anyone can live like a beast when they're motivated. The real ones live like a beast when they're not, when they're tired, when they're doubting themselves, when nothing's going their way. They still show up. That's the separation line. That's the difference between the ones who talk about their dreams and the ones who live them. And let's talk about energy. A beast doesn't burn itself out in one sprint. It knows when to pace itself and when to explode. You've got to manage your fuel. You've got to rest with intention. Recovery isn't weakness, it's strategy. Because when you rest like a beast, you come back swinging twice as hard. Another thing, you've got to protect your environment. You can't live like a beast if you're surrounded by sheep. Your circle matters. You need people who push you, challenge you, even intimidate you. People who don't just clap for your wins, but also call you out when you're slacking. If you can't find those people, be that person for yourself until you do. Living like a beast every day also means staying hungry, no matter how much you've already done. It's easy to get lazy after a win. It's easy to think, I've made it, and start slowing down. But the beast, it never thinks it's finished. It never stops hunting. Celebrate your wins, sure, but then get back to work. Because the moment you think you've arrived is the moment you're starting to lose. Now let me be real with you. This life isn't for everyone. Some people will look at your grind and call you crazy. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll say you need to relax. And you know what? They're right. You are obsessed. But that obsession is what separates you from the crowd. Living like a beast means choosing the life you want over the life that's easy. It means being okay with people not understanding you. It means building a life that one day will make them say, I should have done what they did. And here's the best part. The more you live like this, the less you'll even recognize the old you. The one who procrastinated, the one who made excuses, the one who quit when it got tough. They'll be gone. And in their place, a version of you that even you didn't know existed. A version that doesn't break under pressure. A version that can't be stopped. A version that has the beast fully alive every single day. Once you start living like this, you'll realize something. This isn't just about hitting goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who can't be beaten. And that is the true reward of beast mentality. There's a point you reach in the beast mentality where you're no longer chasing the win. You are the win. You're no longer just in the game. You are the game. That's when you become unstoppable. See, most people think being unstoppable means never falling. Wrong. Being unstoppable means you do fall, you just refuse to stay down. You take the hit, taste the dirt, wipe the blood from your mouth, and you stand back up like nothing happened. That's scary to people because they realize you can't be broken. Being unstoppable isn't about size, speed, or strength. It's about that switch inside you that says, you will not outlast me. You will not outwork me. You will not break me. When you're unstoppable, you don't wait for perfect timing. You create it. You don't wait for motivation. You show up anyway. You don't wait for permission. You take what's yours. And here's the crazy thing. When you really live in that mindset, the world starts to bend in your favor. Opportunities find you. People want to work with you. Doors open, not because you're lucky, because you've made yourself impossible to ignore. You've become that person people talk about when they say, I don't know how they do it. They just keep going. Now here's the truth. Being unstoppable doesn't mean you don't feel tired, scared, or even doubtful sometimes. It means you don't let those feelings decide your future. It means you can be scared and still swing. It means you can be exhausted and still push. It means you can be doubted by everyone and still move like you're destined to win. You've got to understand something. The people who make history aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who had every reason to quit, but didn't. They're the ones who were told no 1,000 times and used every single one of those rejections as fuel. That's the beast mentality at its peak, turning every loss into ammunition. When you're unstoppable, you no longer look for the path of least resistance. You want the hard road, because you know the harder it is, the fewer people will be there. And the fewer people there are, the bigger your win will be when you come out on top. You stop fearing challenges, you start hunting them, because you know every challenge is just another chance to sharpen your claws. Now let me be real with you. This level of mindset isn't for the faint of heart. You're going to lose people along the way. Friends, relationships. Some will say you changed, and they're right. You have changed. Because you refuse to be the person who settles. You refuse to be average. You refuse to fit into a box someone else built for you. The unstoppable you is not polite to mediocrity. The unstoppable you doesn't apologize for wanting more. The unstoppable you doesn't explain why you're working late, why you're skipping parties, why you're focused. Because deep down, you know, one day, all those sacrifices will be worth it. And when that day comes, when you're standing there holding everything you worked for, it'll hit you. It wasn't just about proving them wrong. It was about proving yourself right. It was about becoming the kind of person you always knew you could be. The person who doesn't stop. The person who doesn't break. The person who doesn't wait for life to hand them anything. That's the unstoppable you. That's the one the world can't touch. And once you meet that version of yourself, you'll never settle for less.